pleasant good afternoon to you all as we are live from Highland Park, home of the Highlands Bluebirds for varsity baseball action. First pitch was in for a strike because we were a little late to get the broadcast up, but regardless, it's Adam Fortin on the mound who has been lights out for Highlands as a quick 2-0 count to the leadoff batter here for Scott. That's Ty Cook. Next one close. Fortin likes to have that good quality fastball he lives on. And I guess there's a scoreboard malfunction as all kinds of things being changed on the Highland Park scoreboard. The count goes to 2-2. Fouled straight back, and it's 2-2. Upstairs, and now the count runs full on Cook. Fortin gets him to foul one straight back. And Cook stays alive and maintains a quality at bat. Pitch is in there, called strike 3. Fortin battles with Ty Cook. And the first out away in this top half of the first. And now it is Trey Cook following Ty Cook in the batting order. First pitch to Trey Cook is swung on and missed. It's a 0-1 count. Cook leads the team in hits for the Eagles at 15. He's batting .319 on the season. In there, called strike, and it's 0-2. Pitch is chopped up the middle. It's Finn Bolden who gloves it. Cook made it a close throw, but it's a 6-3 put away, and now it's Brady Smith at the plate. Smith in 9 hits this year. He's driven in 7, 3 of those extra base hits. But what stands out to me is the amount of walks he's taken. He leads him with 12. He's in for a called strike 1. He's also fallen victim to the strikeout 10 times. Next one in there, called strike 2 with the good curveball, and it's 0-2. Fortin works quick off the mound as well. That one pops straight up into the air. Jackson Hartle underneath of it, and he makes the catch. A quick inning for Adam Fortin will have us step away. It's the Bluebirds coming to bat for the first time this afternoon. It's Nolan Schwabach to lead things off for the Highlands Bluebirds as we start their offensive day here in the bottom half of the first. Fortin made quick work of the Scott Eagles in the top half of the first. 1, 2, 3. Only one at bat that went long. As the next one upstairs, it's now 0-2. Correction, 2-0. Nolan Schwabach will lead things off. She drills one well over the head, and that'll three-hop the fence. Schwabach head down, now rounding second. Dives into third, but he is canned. Schwabach gets nabbed. He is given credit for a double, but that is a 7-6-5 put away. The first out made. He does get credit for the double, but an impressive throw by Gronick. Hit the cutoff man successfully. It was Reed, and it was great work from there. And there was no close play. It was decided. That was a phenomenal defensive play. Schwabach is credited with the double, of course, and now it's Brooks Hendricks who skies one in the air. Right field, it's back, it's deep, it is off the base of the wall. Now Hendricks will stop at second. He put a charge into that one and stands at second base. And now you look at what could have been had that double stayed around, and a run would have scored easily. And now it's number 22, Adam Fortin. With one away, he'll have a chance to drive Hendricks in. Fortin this season has already driven in 16. He is the team lead in that category. Chops one foul. Hendricks even got under it a little bit. Had he squared that one up, that was well gone. With the kind of pop that will remind you of what his brother did here. Put home runs that may still be in the air. 1-1. Gronick, Smith, and Ronenbaum, your outfielders here today for Scott. Next one in there for a called strike. Now pop throw down, and a great base running effort by Brooks Hendricks will nab him at third. He ran as soon as the throw went down to second, and that's simple when you think about it. You will beat that throw when it has to come from the catcher, then to second base, then to third, when they're not snap throwing it down to third base. A phenomenal job by Hendricks, as now in the 1-2 count, Fortin, and the first run of this ball game is 90 feet away. It's a 1-2 count. That double will be Hendricks' 7th and will bump his already incredible .522 average up some more. The 1-2. Downstairs, and it's 2-2. Fortin had 2 at-bats in the game against Boone. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Hendricks had a double in that game as well, as that one's upstairs. And now the count runs full, and Fortin has battled back from 0-2. Hendricks gets his lead off a third. Now the pitch home is chopped foul, and Fortin stays alive. And Foltz frustrated on the bump. Foltz is not the most experienced starter. The senior's only on 4 2/3 this year. It's been Ty Cook, who in 29 innings has yet to allow an earned run, who has been the stronghold of this rotation for Scott as Adam Fortin draws a walk, and that brings up Ian Carner. Now a courtesy runner will come on for Adam Fortin. That's number 14, Julian Hankins. Now it's Ian Carner digging in. 2 on for him, 1 at the corner. I would imagine they're going to steal Hankins here as the lead gets bigger, but he does not go. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Right down Broadway. 1-1. 1 away in this inning. Hankins leads off a first. Upstairs, and now it's 2-1. I would imagine in this 2-1 count, Carner's going to get a pitch to hit. The pitch. It was a good pitch, and Carner smokes it to center field, right at the center fielder Smith. However, that will be a sac fly as Hendricks comes home to score. And Ian Carner does a job. And we have opened the scoring in this game, and Jake Robinson now comes to the plate. There'll be 1 runner on for him. That's Julian Hankins, still running for Adam Fortin on first base. 2 away here in this inning, as the pickoff move over to first base is not successful. Pitch is skied straight up into the air. And no one will get to it. No one called it. Now it's an 0-1 count after the foul ball hits. Snap throw down, and Hankins went, but there's nobody at second. That was a 1-1 count after that pitch was called a ball. Now Robinson only needs a base hit into the outfield, and that scores the second run of this ball game. Pitch is downstairs. Count goes 2-1. Hankins gets his lead off of second base. 2 away in the inning. Pitch is hit hard up the middle. Grounder taken in by Reed, and he fires over for the 6-3 put away. The Birds get the first of the game Now Fortin heads back out to the mound. Highlands up 1-0 against the Scott Eagles.
Trust your guy to do it, but you got to make sure you make it smart. If it's smart, you got
comes from the dugout back to the mound to start to top the two. Leading off for the Eagles, the third baseman, for 5, Trevor Pulsford.
It's Trevor Pulsford who leads things off here. Oh, 1 count early here to the leadoff batter, Pulsford. Fortin set him down 1-2-3 in the last inning as it goes to 0-2. The 0-2. It's a ball, but it's one ball, 2 strikes here. Fortin. In there, called strike 3. Now with 1 away, it'll be the pitcher today, Jonas Foltz. Foltz has 8 hits this year. First pitch in for a called strike. He's fallen victim to the strikeout 7 times, and there's strike 2, and a great frame there by Kai Anderson. And that was something that was discussed before the game with Fortin and I, and how much he notices and appreciates Anderson's frame job, as there is a knee-buckling curveball that gets him to dive out close, but it's a ball. The 1-2. Fastball, chopped right back to Fortin. He jumps and makes the 1-3 put away. Now there's 2 away here in the top half of the second for number 13, Jake Seeger. Seeger playing second base today. Fouls one aside. Jake Seeger, the freshman, in his 8th game this season. He has 5 base hits this year. He's driven in 5 as well. Only fallen victim to the strikeout 3 times and has walked twice. Count now goes to 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Adam Fortin's 3rd strikeout of the game will end the bottom half, or the top half of the second, and now we move to the bottom half, where the Birds will come to bat and look to add to their 1-0 lead here at Highland Park. Kai Anderson at the plate here for the Highlands Bluebirds as we will get things going in the bottom half of the second. The Birds plated one. First pitch into Anderson is a called strike. They'd also leave one stranded. Here's the 0-1. In for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Oh and 2. That one hit well. Right field. Under it is Ronan Baum, and he makes the catch.
Roundabout makes the play in right, retiring Anderson in the air for the first out of the inning. Now batting for the Birds, the designated hitter, number 2, Sully Wiswell.
Now it's Sully Wiswell coming up to the plate, and he is the designated hitter today. He's hitting in place of Jackson Harnell, playing second base as Wiswell watches one go by. A 1 count here. Pitch is chopped on the right side. The first baseman, Cook, will toss it over to the pitcher, Foltz, but throw goes wayward, and that'll be an E3.
Reaches safely as the throw gets away. Coming to play for Highlands, the shortstop.
Now it's number 5, Finn Bolden. He walks up to the plate with one runner on and the 9 batter behind him before the Bluebirds could be flipping back to the powerful top half of this lineup. First pitch, called ball. Swing and a miss. Anderson was going hunting after the fastball. It was a good location by Foltz to put that one upstairs. That pitch looks very enticing at the plate, but rarely does it result in good contact. That one checked, but hit in the infield. This is trouble, and an infield single for Finn Bolden on an accidental check swing. And just like that, it's Max Gabbard, and then the top of this lineup. Goes back to the old adage, if you put the ball in play, good things will happen. As Gabbard watches the first one go by. One away here in the bottom half of the second, and Gabbard hits one into the air into right center field. And the catch is made by the center fielder Smith. And that'll bring up correction, that's the second baseman ranging in, Seeger. Couldn't see with the wooden beam in front of us. Unfortunately, the difficult thing about running the stream, walk-up songs, doing the broadcast, is looking up into a wood beam does not give the best view of right field, center field, or half the field. It's an 0-1 count here to Nolan Schwalbach as he chops one to the left side. It's the first game of a 2-game series against the Eagles. Tomorrow we'll see the Birds on the road on bluebirdsradio.com. If you can't make it out to Scott High School, I'll be live broadcasting the action at Scott High School. Two-way here, 0-2 count to Schwalbach. Downstairs, and a nice job by Cook behind the plate to keep that in front. And Schwalbach now in a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is chopped foul, though he could have let that one go. 1 ball, 2 strike count will remain, and Schwabach stays alive. I think when you look at unlucky hitters that numbers don't give the accurate description of their season, that's what Nolan Schwabach fits. He's had 60 at-bats, 23 hits, 8 doubles, but upstairs, he'll watch it go by. And correction, it'll be a called strike 3. That'll be the end of the inning as we'll go to the top half of the third. Highlands will head to the field. Fortin back out on the mound.
Adam Fortin returns to the hill for the Bluebirds to start the top half of 3. Leading things off for the Eagles, the left fielder, number 9, Blake Gronick.
It's Adam Fortin who fires in strike number 1. Quickly we go to an 0-1 count here. That's been his thing all day. Pumping strikes as now it goes to 0-2. He's gotten 3 Eagles down via the strikeout today. And call it number 4. Gronick goes down looking. The Birds throw it around, and there's 1 away here in this top half of the third. Now it's Brock Rodabaum playing right field today. Watches the first one go by. Fortin working quick, throwing strikes. And this one has been moving along nicely. Swing and a miss. Fooled him on the slider. 0-2. Sky in the air to the right side. Oh, and 2. The 0-2. Hit well to the left side. It's Bolden who botches the ground ball. And the first base runner of the day gets on via the E6. Now it's the shortstop number 2, Andy Reed. Reed has the unfortunate distinction of leading this team in strikeouts, as he has this season logged 22 of them. Next highest is 11. Strike 1 to Reed. Swung on and missed, and now it's 0-2. 1 away. Fortin going to try to pitch for a ground ball here, get him out of the inning. Pitch is chopped over to third base. Robinson pulls Hartle off the bag, and back-to-back errors by the Highlands Bluebirds. And now that error unfortunately means the top of the lineup is back in play. And you hate to see this for a starter that's going to be on pitch count watch, as the Birds are going to want to preserve that arm for bigger games and tournaments coming up and postseason, as that one hit in the air in the infield. Bolden rushes it and fires it to Carter, who throws it across the diamond.
Putout goes 6-3
And the putout will go 6-3 and put one away.
to Corner. The return throw to third, not in time.
Now with 2 down, it'll be Trey Cook.
Number 3, Trey Cook.
Fortin fires in a first pitch. That's fouled back, and it'll be a strike. 2 runners on here, both in scoring position. Rarely would you probably see a coach that approved of Carter's decision to throw it across the diamond like that, but he was very close, and not a bad decision as the count goes now to 0-2 after a swing and a miss. Cook grounded one out to the shortstop Bolden, his first time up in the first inning. He'll call time. And it's 0-2. Pitch is skied into left field. Ranging back on it is Hendricks, who makes the play. The Birds get out of it, leave 2 stranded. Fortin still has yet to allow a hit in this ball game and is dealing. The Birds pick up their bats, and they'll head to the bottom half of the third.
Coming to bat. Jonas Foltz back onto the mound for the Eagles to start the bottom half of 3. Leading off the Bluebirds. The left fielder. Let's go, kid. Number 11, Brooks Hendricks.
It's Brooks Hendricks digging in to start the bottom half of the third. First pitch curveball that breaks into the zone. Oh, 1 is driven well into right field. Back at the wall, and it hits the wall again. The second straight hard hit ball that bounces off the ENT allergy sign in right center field. And Hendricks
At the plate for Highlands, the pitcher, number 22, Adam Fortin.
still felt like he was the same way in the first at bat. He was underneath that pitch a little bit. And he's still barreling everything he sees. One ball, no strikes. Nobody out here with Hendricks on second base. Adam Fortin, who got on via the base on balls, swings at one's at his ankle. One ball, one strike. A gift to Foles on the mound, who comes set. Fires in a fastball down low. Hendricks waits at second base and wisely will head back to the bag as Fortin gets on via the infield single.
Fortin beats the throw.
Now it's Ian Carner at the plate.
Out of the dugout to run for the pitcher.
It'll be Julian Hankins, the courtesy runner.
The first baseman, number 23, Ian Carner. Carner collected an RBI.
Now it's Ian Carner. He drove one deep to center field, is on the move. Hendricks nearly gets smoked by Carner's line drive, and Ian Carner continues his white-hot season.
Ian Carner with a sharp single.
The Birds go up 2-0.
The Birds add to their lead. Second RBI for Carner.
Carner collects his second driven in today,
For Highlands, the third baseman.
and it's the third baseman, number 4, Jake Robinson. He grounded out 6-3 his last time up. First pitch goes well upstairs. 1-0 as Robinson digs in this season, batting .333. He's driven in 9 this year. He does have a triple logged on his year, yet no doubles. And has only fallen victim to the strikeout 3 times. As he chops one over to the right side. Over at second base, Seager will get the fielder's choice, nabbing Carner. Hankins gets up to third base, and now it's Kai Anderson at the plate.
Seager made the play. No throw. Birds have runners in the corner. Now batting for Highlands. The catcher, number 7, Kai Anderson.
Fielder's choice went 4-6. Robinson finds himself on first base. Nobody on second, but 90 feet away is the courtesy runner for Adam Fortin, Julian Hankins. First pitch is upstairs. It's a ball. Highlands has the 2-0 lead here with one away in the bottom half of the third inning. Downstairs. You figure here with runner 90 feet away, you might get a good pitch, and he does. Felt more or less like an auto take on the 2-0 pitch than anything else. One away, it's a 2-1 count. Pitch is downstairs, called a strike, now throw down to third base. Won't result in anything, but Robinson swipes second base on the defensive indifference.
Scoring position. Throw to third, not in time. Anderson at the plate. Foltz on the mound, 1 down.
Now 2-2. Foltz comes set. Anderson batting .293 with 6 driven in this year. Chops one to the left side, and the third baseman can't make the play. No one behind him. Jake Robinson with great base running will run in right behind him. Pulsford missed it, and Jake Robinson scores.
Anderson reaches safely.
E5 gets them both in.
Hankins easily. Robinson with the heads up. Right behind him. The courtesy runner.
And now it's Sully Wiswell.
Anderson is number 20, Sam Rushman.
Sam Rushman
Now batting for the Birds. The
will courtesy run for Anderson.
number 2,
Now with one away. This first wave and a miss by 0-1 count here to Wiswell. Next pitch is at the back foot and a ball. One. In for a called strike. And Wiswell steps out of the box here, and it's a 1-2 count. One away in the inning. It's a 1-2 count. The pitch is chopped on the right side. And a nice play by the first baseman, Cook. Gets the grounder. And 3 unassisted. Will bring up Finn Bolden. Bolden had a single in the second inning of this one. Nothing would come of it, as the next 2 would get out in order. Oh, 1. That one skied high in the air, but fouling out of play. No balls, 2 strikes here with 2 away in the bottom half of the third. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Bolden goes down swinging. And we'll head to the top half of the fourth. Adam Fortin heads back out to the mound. The Birds take a 4-0 lead. Focus on the game, would you? Fortin with a close pitch on the 0-2 count. Now makes it 1-2. We're back to baseball. Brennan Bucher live from Highland Park. And strike 3 called. Excellent frame job by Kai Anderson. And Brady Smith goes down swinging, or correction, he goes down looking on the backwards K. Now it's Trevor Pulsford. Pulsford went down looking as he waves and misses at the first. The 0-1. In for a called strike, and Pulsford can't believe it. And that is strike 3. A backwards K in the book. 2 looking for Pulsford, and back-to-back for Adam Fortin. Pulsford cannot believe it and is beside himself in the Scott dugout. Now it's Foltz as he gets out of the way of the first pitch. That one hit in the air, and the first base hit of the game for the Scott Eagles. Now it's Jake Seeger. He struck out swinging his last time up, and will have a chance to advance and possibly get the first run across here for the for the Scott Eagles, I should say. The Bluebirds, they're up 4-0. Anderson fakes the snap throw down. Count is 1-0 here with 2 down in the inning. Fortin gets him waving and missing. It's 1-1. There's plenty of argument out there about Fortin being one of the top pitchers in the 9th region, if not the top pitcher. And been showing it off a lot recently. As that one chopped right to Hartle and fumbles with it, but gets it over to first, no problem. On the 4-3 put away, they leave one stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Birds looking to add on to their 4-0 lead and give Fortin some more cushion. It'll be Max Gabbard and then top of the lineup in the bottom half of the 4th. Gabbard comes into this at-bat after flying out to the second baseman his last time up, as that one skipped in the turf. And it's a 1-0 count. Next pitch is in for a called strike. 1-1 is the count. Nobody out. First batter of the inning as that one skips in the turf. Two balls, one strike. Pitch is in for a called strike on the curveball, and now it goes to 2-2. downstairs, and Gabbard works it full. The full payoff pitch is downstairs, and Gabbard, in a great at-bat, works a walk. Now it's Nolan Schwabach coming up to the plate for Highlands. Pitch was in for a called strike to Schwabach, and now the second pickoff attempt to the at-bat gets away. Gabbard on his way to second base, and now he's rounding. He'll go to third. Gabbard showing why he is the courtesy runner many times and got from first to third. And that's why rarely do you see teams work multiple pickoffs, because in high school that happens more often than not. Bad throw, bad pick. Now one base turns into two, and the fifth run of this ball game for Highlands is 90 feet away. Schwabach fouls one off. The 0-2. Hit to the left side. The shortstop Reed throws it to first, not in time. Run scores, and Schwabach is safe on the infield single. An RBI single for Nolan Schwabach brings up number 11, the hottest hitter on Highlands' team, Brooks Hendricks. He doubled for the second time this ball game in the third inning. Pitch is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Schwabach gets his lead off of first base. Cook holds him on. He goes. He fakes going. And shocking with his speed that they didn't actually go. The 1-1 is drilled into right field, and playing it off the bounce is the right fielder Runenbaum. And it is a single and a three-hit day for Brooks Hendricks. Now it's number 22, Adam Fortin. He digs in after a single, and he would later score. As he watches the first pitch strike go by. It's a 0-1 count here with two runners on. Nobody out. The bottom half of the fourth. This feels like this could be anything where Highlands piles them on. Pitch is drilled into center field, and Smith right there. Baseball can be a brutal game as he hit that one on the screws. And a line out to the 8th spot goes in the book. Now it's Ian Carter. Coming off a base hit in the third inning. Highlands has 7 hits now through 3 1/3. That one hit nicely into left field, and it drops in. Carter has a single, Now heading home is Schwabach, dives in. What a dive, and he is safe.
Diving safely past the tag. Hendricks in scoring position. There's one down at the plate.
Now it's Jake Robinson. And with 2 runners on, now the Birds up 6-0. Big wave and a miss. Oh, 1 is the count here to Jake Robinson. That one hit hard on the left side. The shortstop Reed fumbles with it. Now a bad throw to first, and he's safe. And now the bases are loaded on the E6.
Robinson beats the throw at first. The throw's still high. The bases were full of birds.
Hendricks finds himself at third.
Now batting
At second base is Ian Carter.
catcher, number 7, Anderson. Anderson reached safely. In the third,
It's Kai Anderson coming up to the plate. They're loaded, and he's got a chance to do some damage. If he can put this one in the gap with Robinson's speed, it could score 3. That one hit right at the shortstop Cook. 6-4. No chance at the double play. 1 run did come home to score.
Anderson beats the throw. Put out
Hendricks is safe,
Reed. Tossing over to Seager.
and the Birds up 7.
Hendricks crossed the plate for Highlands. Now batting for the Birds, the designated hitter, number 2,
Now it's Sully Wiswell.
Iswell.
He is 0 for 2 in this one.
Courtesy runner out of the dugout for the catcher Anderson is number 20, Sam Bushman.
Two-way here for Wiswell. That one skied high in the air to right field. Ronenbaum underneath of it, and he makes the easy catch. The Birds plate 3, and they're up 7-0 over the Scott Eagles, and we head into the 5th inning.
With the Birds count 3 more at the end of 4. The score, Highlands 7, Scott 0. Pitching change for the Bluebirds. Going to be senior righty number 57, Garrett Williams. Round of applause for Highlands starter Adam Cook. That's the ball. Williams will start the inning on the mound for the Bluebirds. Ready to lead things off the Eagles. To left fielder, number 9, Blake Cronin.
And we had some technical difficulties getting things up, but base hit for the Scott Eagles on the new pitcher, Garrett Wiggins. Now it's number 8, Brock Ronabaum. Both guys go first pitch swinging. Now Wiggins fires to second base, and the 1-6 fielder's choice will come into play.
Safely on the fielder's choice.
And now some discussion.
Now batting for the Eagles, the shortstop, number 2, Andy Reid.
But we're back to baseball. Snap throw down by Anderson. With that result, now it's a 1-0 count. Fortin left the game going 4 complete as there's a pickoff attempt. He notched 6 strikeouts. He's in place for the win. Only allowed 1 hit, no runs, and another snap throw down. Count is 2-0. Now Wiggins steps off. Birds up 7-0 here in the 2-0 count, and Anderson looked like he wanted to throw down, but did not. Now the count runs 3-0. And a pickoff attempt. (3-0). Wiggins fires in a strike, and it's 3-1. That one's skied up, and now the count runs full. Wiggins battling back after the 3-0.
Count goes full on Reid.
The payoff is in there. Called strike 3. Didn't matter if he went or not. And Reid goes down looking, and now there's 2 gone in the top half of the 5th. Pickoff attempts. Pitch is inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Inside, and now it's 2-0, but more importantly, that runner has moved into scoring position.
Ronabaum moves into scoring position on there. Pitch to the backstop.
The 3-0. And the batter, Cook, had walked out of the box in an auto take. The 3-1. In for called strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. We're full. For the second time today, Wiggins has started off 3-0, and then gone full. The full count is hit hard past the outstretched glove of Hartle. Now Schwabach plays back on it. He's going to fire through. Not a bad throw, but Anderson couldn't haul it in. The runner comes home to score, and Cook ends up on second base on the single. A single for Ty Cook, and Ronnebaum now it's number 3, Trey Cook. Now it's 7-1. That pitch is in for a called strike. Schwabach had an excellent throw to the plate. It's 0-1. Close, but a called ball. Count goes to 1-1. Two-way in the top half of the fifth. The Eagles have scored 1 this inning. It's fouled. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here with 2 away in the top half of the fifth. Wiggins from the belt. Kicks and deals, and that one is in the air. Schwabach ranging back. It's high, it's deep. It is off the wall. Another run comes home to score. Now Trey Cook will stop at second base, though he may have had third. Ty Cook scores. Trey Cook at second base. And it's 7-2. And all of a sudden, this is a 5-run ball game, and the momentum is on the side of the Scott Eagles. The 1-1. Now it's 2-1. Fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two. Wiggins on the mound. Pitch is away. Wiggins seems to work himself into more issues than not. His pitch count high, though his ERA is low. And he just seems to work himself into situations that he finds his way out of. But if he could get out of those situations earlier. And very close. And now it's a walk as Brady Smith heads to first base. Now there's 2 on for the Eagles and for number 5, Trevor Pulsford. Pulsford's gone down twice today on strikes. That one fouled back, and it's no balls, 1 strike. Count is 0-1. 2 away. That one skied high in the air, and now it's quickly 0-2. This is an at-bat where Wiggins needs to get out of it on this next pitch. Not seen a lot of that, especially from any Highlands pitcher today, from Fort nor him. The 0-2. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Hit high in the air, deep to left center field. Schwabach back to us. He made the catch! Unbelievable diving play by Nolan Schwabach. He lays out like Willie Mays Hayes. An incredible diving play, and the Birds will come to bat in the bottom half of the fifth.
Into the ball game and taking the ball. Set to lead things off for the Birds. The shortstop, number 5, Sam Golden.
Bolton fouls one off, and the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Same thing as his first at-bat, where he got a single, except this time it's an E6. E3. It'll be an error of some kind. Number 20, Sam Rushman, will come up, and he will be batting in place of Max Gabbard. E3 is what the Rules Committee decides. Oh, 1 now is the count to Sam Rushman in his first at-bat of the afternoon, as there's a pickoff attempt. Rushman batting .375 this year. The 0-1. Foul back. Now it's 0-2. The 0-2. Close, but called a ball. Now it's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and strike 3 called for Max Gabbard. Now it's Nolan Schwabach coming off his incredible catch.
Gets Richmond on
You guys, hey,
strike.
keep the pressure on these guys. Don't let off the gas.
Now batting for Highlands.
It's in the last inning in the field.
Number 3, Nolan Schwabach. Schwabach single scored in the fourth.
Schwabach is 2 for 3. Of course, he had that double and was gunned down at third to start the ball game. Went down looking in the second and singled and later scored in the fourth. The 0-1. Thought back. Now it's 0-2 to Nolan Schwabach. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and Schwabach sends one high in the air on the right side. Oh, and 2 here to Nolan Schwabach. Manning the outfield and center today. I apologize, I did not announce the new pitcher that had come in. It's number 24, Carson Balea. The sophomore has 2 games as a pitcher this year, only logged an inning and a third before today. The 1-2. Skied high in the air, sort of in a no man's land area, and it'll drop. That's always the tough spot between the left fielder, center fielder, and second baseman.
Drops the single into right field. That puts Bolton in scoring position. Burns have a couple of base runners. Now batting for Highlands. Left fielder, number 11, Brooks.
Now it's Brooks Hendricks with 2 on. Watches the first one go by. It's a ball. That one is ripped into center field, but right at the center fielder, Smith.
Hendricks lines out.
It's the first time Hendricks has been out today, and he hit that one on the screws. And now it's number 57, Garrett Wiggins, batting in place of the pitcher, Adam Fortin.
The pitcher is number 57, Garrett Wiggins.
First pitch is in for a strike. The 0-1 outside, and it's 1-1. Just 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch is outside. Downstairs, and it's ball 4. Now they're loaded for Ian Carter.
Works the base on balls for Balea.
Carter's 2 for 2. He had a sack fly in the first inning.
Courtesy runner.
Has had 2 singles since. Watch as the first one go by. Not a fan of the strike call. They are loaded for a very hot hitter at the plate. Carter steps back in the box. Now fouls one off, and it's 0-2. Now the count goes to 0-2 on Carter. Pitch is hit right at the shortstop Reed. And they leave him loaded. We'll go to the top half of the 6th. The Birds will send Garrett Wiggins back out onto the mound. They're up 7-2. Live on FT Film and Broadcast.
Highlands 7, Scott 2. The Highlands baseball family would like to thank its 2025 season sponsors, the Davidson family, Suzanne Wolf-Euchre, Dietrich Wiesing, the Fortin family, the Fab Freshmen, the Fetzers, Grossman, Schaefer's and Tomlins. Thanks for their season sponsors and everyone else who supports Highlands baseball. Again, we have Fan Appreciation Day and Senior Day right here at Highland Hills Park on May 9th, as the Birds will host the Colonels from Dixie Heights. Mark your calendar for May 9th. Leading off for the Eagles, the pitcher, number 24, Carson Glea.
Strike 3 called. And there's one away.
Strikes for the first half of the inning. At the plate for the Eagles, the second baseman,
Now it's the second baseman, number 13, Jake Seeger. Comes up, he's struck out swinging in the second. Then would go down via the 4-3 put away last inning. The pitch, close, but called a ball. It's now 1-2. Apologize, looks like we've lost video. Not exactly sure what's going on, but I will look at it. And strike 3 is the call. Wiggins has 2 this inning.
Wiggins retires 0 on strikes for the second half of the inning. At the plate for Scott, the left fielder, number 9, Blake Rogan.
And we're back with the camera. It's 0-1. Now close. 0-1 pitch is in there for a called ball. That one hit right back to Wiggins. He loses it, now throws it to first and still gets him out. Nice play by Garrett Wiggins. And we'll head to the half. A 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Wiggins. And we go to the bottom half of 6 for the Bluebirds. They're up 7-2.
Back onto the mound for the Eagles for the bottom half of 6. Set to lead off the inning for the Bluebirds. The third baseman, number 16, Noah Launer.
Noah Launer in for his first step out of the ball game off the bench, and he hits one and fouls one into, looks like right at that Scott dugout. Bluebirds hope this will be the last time they come to the plate.
Yeah. Should have done more. Should have done more. Could have been more. Oh.
Called a strike, or no, called a ball, correction. Now it's a 1-1.
Good job.
Downstairs in the turf, and it's 2-1.
You mean prioritize, you mean number one, so there's nothing else that you need to prioritize. It's number one. No questions asked now, for a fact.
Hit on the left side. Pulsford gets it to the first baseman. Cook.
I hate kids. They didn't play anybody this in practice. Well, they had a game Friday. Even though I go to 95% of their games. I go to 95% of their games and not there.
Now it's number 32, Max McNay, in for his first at-bat
Yeah, that's how it is.
of the afternoon.
I've been waiting for him to fire me sooner or later. It'll happen. Piss somebody off enough.
The 0-1 in the dirt, and McNay watches the count go to 2-0.
Maybe I'll punch somebody. Oh.
Pitch in for a called strike, and it's 2-1.
Oh, it's Scott. I forgot we played that.
Pitch is upstairs.
Forgot. Have you let them know? Have you let them know? You're going to.
Count is 3-1.
Yep.
And he lays it off, and that is ball 4. Now it's number 24, Jackson Hartle.
Now batting for Highlands, the second baseman,
You know that makes no
number
sense whatsoever,
24,
right?
Jackson
And I'm
Hartle.
confused on everything
Pitch is upstairs. Hartle playing second base today. This is his first at-bat. He had been DH'd for much of the day. Watches the strike go by, and the count goes to 1-1. One away here in this inning. Next one's called strike as well, and it's 1-2. And in there, called strike 3. Now with 2 away, it's number 19, Patrick Davidson.
Coming to the plate from Highlands. Number 19, Patrick Davidson.
Davidson watches the next one, or I should say the first pitch of his at-bat go by. And it's an 0-1 count. Watches the next one, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Now pickoff attempt, and they got McNay in a rundown. Pump fake gets him back, and McNay tagged down, and some words exchanged between the teams as they walk off.
Yeah, so I was in Albany that
We head to the top of the 7th. The Birds hope it's their last time out. Highlands looking for a win here. They're up 7-2.
Williams returns the hill for the Birds to start the top half of 7th. Now batting for the Eagles, the right fielder, number 8, Brock Rodabaugh. Rodabaugh placed on fielder choice.
Brock Rodabaugh comes to the plate, and the Highlands Bluebirds looking to get out of this ball game as the first pitch in for a strike. Wiggins looking to exit this one in relief, doing his job coming out of the bullpen for the excellent start by Adam Fortin. Strike 3 called. Wiggins fans him on strikes. And Brock Rodabaugh strikes out for the first time today. And now there's a new batter at the plate. It is not Andy Reid. It's number 21, Hunter Allison. Close. Now it's 2-0. Two-one. Chopped foul. Fouled away.
From.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Two.
Wes, our TikTok's blowing up. It's going viral. I liked it.
Downstairs, and the count runs full from Wiggins. Close, but it's called ball 4. Now it's Ty Cook as we head to the top of the Eagles lineup. That one chopped up the middle, double play ball, but Davidson can't make the ground ball catch. And both runners appear to be safe. And an E6 to Davidson. And now there's a runner in scoring position. And it's Trey Cook. Wiggins fires, and it's to the backstop. Both runners advance. Now Wiggins had 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at the plate. Now there's 1 out, 1-0 count, 2 runners in scoring position. That one's sky in the air, but foul. The 1-1. In the dirt, nice pick by Kai Anderson. Two one in for a called strike, and now it's 2-2. Time is called. The 2-2. Chopped on the right side, but still foul. Got him on strikes.
Wiggins gives Cook a strike for the second out of the 7. Now batting for Scott, the center fielder, number 15, Braden Smith. Smith walking the 5th.
That was Brady Smith and the Eagles' last chance. It's an 0-1 count. Both runners in scoring position. Close. Called a ball. In for a called strike 2, and now it's 1-2 in the Bluebirds. Have a chance. Chops to Davidson, and he misses it. The second error for Davidson this inning. 2 runs come home to score, and it's a 7-4 ball game.
Out, Reed.
Now it's number 5, Trevor Pulsford. And the Eagles are within 3. Pitch is swung on and missed. A big hack at the first pitch off speed by Garrett Wiggins. Next one's in there. 0-2 count. And the Eagles are down to their last strike. Strike 3. The Birds get the win 7-4 over the Scott Eagles. The Birds win 7-4. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch everybody tomorrow at Scott High School on BlueBirdsRadio.com. As Highlands will go to Scott to take on the Eagles. Until then, for Brennan Bucher, for Highlands Baseball, we'll catch you tomorrow.